Hello and welcome to the Fighting Moose podcast. I'm your host, Jason Hendrickson. This is a podcast where we retell stories, some fictional and some historical, that can be enjoyed by people of all ages. Today, it's a family affair as we read the story Little Red Riding Hood. Now, I will turn this over to the family for their opening remarks.
It's going to be a nice story.
We did this today on Mother's Day, and I wouldn't have it any other way. This is family time at its best.
As always, thank you for listening to the podcast. Your patronage to the podcast is greatly appreciated. Now, let's turn to today's story. I hope you enjoy. Let's begin.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Little Red Riding Hood. When May was 6 years old, her grandma made her a red coat with a hood. She looked so pretty in it that the children all called her Red Riding Hood. One day, her mama said, "I want you to take this cake and some butter to Grandma." Red Riding Hood was very glad to go. She was always had a good time at Grandma's. She put the things into her little basket and ran off. When Red Riding Hood came to the wood, she met a big wolf.
Where are you going?
Said the wolf. Red Riding Hood said, "I'm going to see my grandma. Mama has made her a cake and some butter."
Does she live far?
Said the wolf. "Yes," said Red Riding Hood, "in the White House by the mill."
I will go too, and we shall see who will get there first,
said the wolf. The wolf ran off and took a short way, but Red Riding Hood stopped to pick some flowers. When the wolf got to the house, he tapped on the door. The grandma said,
Who is there?
The wolf made his voice as soft as he could. He said,
"It is the Little Red Riding Hood, Grandma."
Then the old lady said,
Pull the string and the door will open.
The wolf pulled the string and the door opened. He ran in and ate the poor old lady. Then he jumped into her bed and put on her cap. When Red Riding Hood tapped on the door, the wolf called out,
Who is there?
Red Riding Hood said, "It's your Little Red Riding Hood, Grandma." Then the wolf said,
Pull the string and the door will open.
When she went in, she said, "Look, Grandma, see what the cake and butter Mama has sent you."
Thank you, dear. Put them on the table and come here.
When Red Riding Hood went near the bed, she said, "Oh, Grandma, how big your arms are!"
The better to hug you, my dear.
"How big your ears are, Grandma!"
The better to hear you, my dear.
"How big your eyes are, Grandma!"
The better to see you, my dear.
"How big your teeth are, Grandma!"
The better to eat you.
Then the cruel wolf jumped up and ate poor Little Red Riding Hood. Just then a hunter came by. He heard Red Riding Hood scream. The hunter ran into the house and killed the old wolf. When he cut the wolf open, out jumped Little Red Riding Hood and and her grandma.
Listen, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Fighting Moose podcast. Please join us next time as we read another exciting story. Today's music was provided by the artist Analog by Nature, and the audio clips were provided from NASA. For more information to download and or listen to audio or materials from all our recordings, or to contact us, please visit www.thefightingmoose.com, or you can follow the links in the show notes. And as always, try and do a random act of kindness every day.
Mission complete, Houston. After serving the world for over 30 years, the space shuttle's earned its place in history and it's come to a final stop.